Once again, I welcome you all in my YouTube channel, Mangala's Mathematics Made Easy. This is in continuation with our previous lecture. The topic is functions. See, in the previous one or two lectures, I have discussed some standard functions and their graphs. Some more we can say the graphs of the standard functions. We can explain here along with the domain and the range. Now this I have drawn just before you. Please note down on your notebook. This is a lecture number 3 on function. The topic is function. The question is graph of y is equal to fx. Note करो इसको. Y is equal to fx is equal to x integer minus x. And I have taken a domain here, x belonging to -2 to 2 closed interval. So this is an important graph. In my previous lecture I have drawn the graph of x integer only, but it is now x integer minus x. See, you just have different cases. Case number 1, when -2 less than equal to x less than -1, x integer is equal to -2. Use the property here. This I explained previously, that x integer is equal to k implies k less than equal to x less than k plus 1. So this property I have used here. I have taken the interval from -2 to -1. X integer is -2. Therefore, the function becomes y is equal to minus x minus 2. Now I have to draw this line, the straight line. What we do, one end point I take, and the second one, the mean of these two, -2, -1, -3 upon 2. That is, I have taken x is equal to -3 upon 2. When x is -3 by 2, y again is minus half. Similarly, take case number 2, -1 less than equal to x less than 0, x integer is -1. So y is equal to minus x minus 1. As before, the mean is -1 plus 0 minus 1 by 2. I have taken x is equal to minus half. Naturally, y is equal to minus half. Similarly, case 3rd, note down please. Case 4, ultimately case 5. You just make these calculations when you go for the graph of fx is equal to x integer minus x. Now the graph, I must explain here, we have two perpendicular axes. ये पहले नोट कर लो इसको carefully. Then we can take the two perpendicular axes as before, x o x dash, y o y dash. Now the points are -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. I have divided in this way. Draw these dotted lines because we have to show the intervals. This, and now when we have x is equal to -2, y is 0, it is from -3 by 2, it is y is equal to minus half. So this is minus half, this is a point here. Join the 2 points, you get one straight line. Similarly, you can draw the remaining straight lines like this. This graph you must prepare carefully because from the examination point of view, I say when the competitions are there, some problems of this nature can be there in the competitions. Now, one more function is there before us. Yes, the second important function for today is signum function. I write it as a signum x, a very important type of function for calculus. This is a very important case, signum function. Fx is definition itself. Fx is equal to x modulo by x, x not equal to 0, 0 when x is equal to 0. This is by definition itself. We define the function like this. Domain is all real, range consists of -1, 0, 1. Now how it is there? Let us take up the graph of this. When x is positive, x modulo is equal to x by definition of modulus. Therefore, y is equal to x modulo upon x, that is 1. When x is 0, y is 0. When x is less than 0, y is minus x upon x. This is minus 1. So you see the values for the range are minus 1, 0 and 1. So this is the range before us. Now for the graph of the signum function is take two perpendicular axes as before, x dash o x, y dash y o y dash. See now, when x is 0, y is 0. This is 1 point. इसको think करो, it is a closed interval. When x is greater than 0, y is 1. देखो, when x is greater than 0, y is 1. So I have taken this region, y is equal to 1 is a straight line, y is equal to 1, a straight line parallel to x-axis when x is positive. When x is negative, we have y is equal to minus 1. This is on the left of y-axis because it is less than 0. Now, parallel to this, let us draw one more graph. We say fx is equal to signum x minus 2 the modulus. Signum x minus 2, right like this. Signum x minus 2. So we define it first of all as before, x minus 2 the modulus upon x minus 2, x is not equal to 2, 0, x is equal to 2. So he says draw the graph of this function, also the domain and range. Domain and range as before, domain is R, range of the function is same, minus 1, 0, 1. Check out. This you can verify. This is the range of the function is, range is minus 1, 0, 1. Now, to find out the graph, let us make the calculations. When x is greater than 2, check out. When x is greater than 2, what happens? X minus 2 the modulus is equal to x minus 2. Therefore, y is equal to 1. You put up here, it is x minus 2 upon this. When we have x is equal to 2, y is equal to 0, but when x is less than 2, this becomes x minus 2 the modulus is equal to minus of x minus 2, and therefore y is equal to minus 1. So these are the values we come across when we talk about the signum of this. Draw the graph of this function, two perpendicular axes. Check up. Same y o y dash. Here x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2. It is 1, it is minus 1. See now, when x is greater than 2, when x is equal to 2, y is 0. When x is 2, y is 0. This is the shape. At x is equal to 2, y is 0. When this is x is greater than 2, x is greater than 2, this the graph goes like this. This is the y, x is greater than 2, y is equal to 1. And when you have x is less than 2, this like this. We have, it is x is less than 2, y is equal to minus 1. So you can show the graph of this function when we have the signum of x minus 2 upon x minus 2 the modulus, signum of this. That is x minus 2 modulus upon this, x is not equal to 2, 0, then x is equal to 2. Yes, now we take out another type of function known as the odd and even functions. Very important once again, odd and even functions. Dekho, we say if f of minus x is equal to minus fx. Check out. If f of minus x is equal to minus fx, then fx is an odd function. Odd function. The simplest possible example for this You say, for example, fx is equal to sin x. So we say when change x to minus x, it becomes the sine of minus x is equal to minus sin x is equal to minus fx. Therefore, we say fx is equal to sin x is an odd function. This is an odd function. You must remember the property that f minus x is equal to minus fx. Similarly, if f of minus x is equal to fx, then fx is called an even function. An even function. Check out. Say, for example, f of x is equal to cos x. So, f of minus x is equal to cos of minus x is cos x. This is fx. Therefore, we can say that fx is equal to cos x is a what we call even function. Now, after having the idea what is the meaning for odd and even functions, let us define here a very important once again periodic function. Periodic function. I will just tell you one or two definitions for this so that when you study the higher cases of competitions, you will not feel any problem there. See, periodic function. I say if on changing x to x plus alpha, alpha being a least positive constant, मतलब ये कि अगर हम x को इंक्रीज करते हैं by a quantity x plus alpha, alpha is the minimum possible, least positive constant. If on changing x to x plus alpha, alpha being a least positive constant, fx remains unchanged. Try to understand it. Fx remains unchanged. Then fx is a periodic function. Fx is a periodic function and alpha is the period. Alpha is the period of the function. Check out. I will explain it how it is. Period of the function. For example, if I say fx is equal to sine of x, I say sine x is a periodic function. How it is there? What is the period of this? It is x plus 2 pi, increased by 2 pi. It is sine of 2 pi plus x. This is equal to sine x is equal to fx. देखो, if I increase by 2 pi, it is unchanged. But if I increase by pi, it will be minus of that. That is not possible. The least positive in this case is 2 pi. So when fx is sine x and we increase by 2 pi, it remains unchanged. Therefore, sine x is periodic with the period 2 pi. Similarly, you can add here cos x is periodic with the period 2 pi. Try to understand it. But now the question is, if you have here fx is equal to tan x, Check out. If fx is equal to tan x, now if I increase by 2 pi, it is tan x. But before that, if I increase by pi, because I want the least positive, so I say f of x plus pi, tangent of pi plus x, tangent of 180 plus theta, tan x. Before 2 pi, we have pi. I want the least positive constant, therefore f of x plus pi is tangent of pi plus x is equal to fx. Therefore, we can add, therefore that fx is equal to tangent x is periodic with the period pi. With the period pi. That should be noted that tan x is periodic with the period pi, not 2 pi, whereas sin x and cos x are periodic with the period 2 pi. Now add here in the form of a note for practical work. If fx is periodic with the period say t capital. If fx is periodic with the period t capital, then k f of ax plus b, then k f of ax plus b is periodic with the period t upon a modulus. That should be remembered. When you come across with the problems in the competitions, the period in that case in such a function is t upon a modulus. Now for example, you see, for example, we have 2 cos 1 by 3x minus pi by 3. See, is periodic with the period, yes, with the period here is 2 pi upon 1 by 3. Why it is so? Because the period of cos is 2 pi, and therefore the formula says t upon a modulus. A modulus is the coefficient of x, so it becomes equal to 6 pi. Check out period of these functions. So please try to remember how to find out the period in such cases. Similarly, it is fx is equal to cos 8x minus 15 upon 4 pi. This is periodic with the period, check out, with the period 2 pi upon 8 upon 4 pi. Dekho, it is just equal to pi square. In this way we continue. Yes, take up another case. See, fx is equal to sin x modulo is periodic with the period pi, because sin 180 plus theta is minus sin theta, but modulus is there, that's why it is positive, so it is periodic. Similarly, fx is equal to cos x is periodic with period pi. But if you have fx is equal to sin x modulo plus cos x modulo, then it is periodic with the period pi by 2. With period pi by 2, because sine 90 plus theta, cos 90 plus theta, sine 90 plus theta is cos 90 plus theta is sine, that remains unchanged. Now in this way you can discuss the periodicity of these functions. Before I take something more about the domain and range cases, you please add a question. If fx is equal to log of x plus under root of x square plus 1, comma, show that it is an odd function. Show that it is an odd function. See, the solution here is, we have f of minus x is equal to log of minus x plus under root of 1 plus x square. Now therefore f of minus x plus of f of x is equal to log of minus x plus under root 1 plus x square plus log of x plus under root of 1 plus x square. This is log of m plus log of n. It is log of mn becomes minus x square plus 1 plus x square, because log of mn is log of m plus log of n. Therefore, this will go, it is equal to log of 1, which is 0, because log of 1 to the base c, there simply becomes 0. So that's why such type of case can be there in the examination, how to examine whether it is an odd function or an even function. One more question I can add here. See, the question is, if fx is equal to log x, show that log mn is equal to, show that, in this case, write in this way, show that f of mn, please correct it, is f of m plus f of n. This we have to show. Therefore, the solution here is, we have fx is equal to log x, therefore change x to mn, and we get therefore f of mn is equal to log of mn. Log of mn, you know the product rule, as previously I have discussed, log of m plus log of n is equal to, just we have f of m plus f of n. In this way we can carry on with the problems on the simplifications. Now, before we go for the applications, let us take up the results. Now please note down some of the important results we shall be using when we start with the applications, the domain and range of some important functions one by one. Before that, please note down, number 1, under root of x square is x modulo, minus x modulo is x modulo, xy modulo, x modulo y modulo, x plus y modulo less than equal to x modulo plus y modulo. Similarly, x modulo, very helpful for coming problems. X modulo less than equal to a implies this, minus a less than equal to x less than equal to a. X modulo greater than equal to a implies x is less than equal to minus a, or x is greater than equal to a. Similarly, these are some of the cases when we study in +1 in equations. X minus a, x minus b less than equal to 0 or greater than equal to 0. Remember, the precaution is under root of x is only defined for x greater than equal to 0. Under root of 64 is only +8. It is wrong to say under root of 64 is plus minus 8. Now see, I just finished this lecture here, but in the next topic we shall be dealing with the applications of domain and range of important functions. Thank you.